Bomac gets arrested on gun charges at Manchester at the airport. They end up finding a gun in his suitcase. And from what's being reported, they are keeping him until his court date until October. Being, guns is such a big deal over there in the UK, this is actually no shocker. It's nothing new. It's not surprising. But to catch him on his way back is weird. You didn't catch him on his way in, but you caught him on his way back to America? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, the fact any type of gun charges over there is not shocking to me. What's weird is you catch him on his way back. You catch him leaving the country with the gun, but you ain't catch him coming into the country with the gun. That's a failure on their end, So a lot of people are saying, what about the Spence fight, and this could be in jeopardy, and can Crawford win without Bomac, and this is no surprise. This is what they need for Spence to have the advantage and all this other stuff. And you gotta understand, these people with that kind of conspiracy, they're not too far off if you know the history of boxing. And I'm talking about understanding the history of boxing beyond just the, what goes on in the boxing ring. If you are well aware of what this sport has been used for, if you are well aware that this sport is a scapegoat to big monumental events that happen in American history, then you're really missing out on what makes boxing the sport and the mystery sport that it is. So people saying this is fishy and stuff like that, although it's like the UK, ain't nothing, they're not wrong if they want to feel like that, and I pretty much can't blame them, what I'm saying, because I know the history of the sport. I know when you get too close, they're going to put things in place to slow you down. I don't think necessarily this is the case, but you also can't count it out. When they wanted to slow Jack Johnson down from making history and doing what he was doing, peep this. What did they do to him? The government got involved and invoked the Mann Act. That's what they did to Jack Johnson. Now pause. Let's go to Muhammad Ali. Do you want to know why you've never seen a prime Ali? Because his prime years was spent out of the ring. Once again, once they want to slow you down and stop you from achieving something, once again, peep the situation. The government came into play. Then it's enlisting in the draft and stuff like that. That stuff was no coincidence. Just like it's no coincidence that when they bombed Black Wall Street, those were government planes that was used. So that means the government had to be along with the destruction of that black town. Straight up, this is all facts. Everything's a fact. So if you're well aware of how dirty this sport is, you should know stuff like that is really not far-fetched. I don't think this is necessarily the case, but it's not far-fetched. You think what happened with Rolly Romero catching that case right before his fight, y'all think that was a coincidence? This is how it works. Boxing is close to how they used to do politics back in the day. Back in the day, it wasn't illegal to make sure the person that you was running against never made it to the campaign meeting. Meaning, if you derailed one of the people that you was going up against from arriving to debate you, that wasn't illegal at some point in time. You really could throw these guys off. Knocking off your opponent was actually pretty normal. Or making sure he doesn't get there, or making sure that he doesn't arrive, or have other stuff in place and stuff like that. So for those saying that, it's not far-fetched at all. As far as Spence and Crawford go, the second fight go, I mean, if he feel like that, we just won't take the fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he needs Bomac, and whatever Bomac is doing, he can run he can run it from the phone. That's why you got a team. So I really don't think that that's in. I really don't think that's in jeopardy. I think the boxing world has a habit of only wanting to report when black athletes, black boxers get arrested, and I'm kind of getting sick of it because I see other shit pop up with other people. They never give it that a proper attention. Andy Ruiz still ain't got the proper light put on him. And he's done stuff that actually deserve worth analyzing and stuff like that. So I think, the media needs to be stopped being so quick to always report on Gervonta, Tank Davis, this, and that. All of them are doing something messed up. All of them got some little domestic alcohol, drug, this, and that. But it's who they choose to report on. And I'm just tired of the black athlete trainer, this, and that, always getting the attention. And Kovalev and Andy Ruiz and all these people you got boxers that's knocking people off and all this other stuff, and they don't want to talk about it. But let somebody get arrested for jaywalking. Let somebody get arrested for their voice getting too loud in a restaurant. Here the media come wanting to report on it. I'm just saying now. That's my thoughts on all this. I'm out.